Hello, my name is Rick Friedman, and I am a longtime magazine photojournalist. I have been covering news events for lots of years, decades. I started out as a wire service photographer with United Press International. Then I did a short stint at USA Today, and then joined a photo agency called Black Star, which had me working for Newsweek in a very short period of time. If you wanted to be a magazine photographer, you were just covering news, then you had to be a news photojournalist. I live in Boston, so we were doing a lot of portraiture. I spent a lot of time doing portraits of professors at Harvard and MIT and producing the artwork for various stories for magazines from literally around the globe. Oh, they've been terrific. And literally one of my all-time favorite places to do a workshop. Workshop in the woods, and the studio in the woods out behind T&F camera is absolutely unique. I mean, I travel all over the world to teach these workshops. And quite often I'm in a hotel room, maybe I'm on a street, I'm in the back room of a camera store, but you don't have a facility like that. The first night we did light painting using the bridge, and we had terrific models. We had absolutely terrific models. So we did a lot of that. And how do you deal with lighting and light painting? Because light painting is a mixture of strobe, the way I do it. I know other people do it differently. The way I do it, it's a mixture of strobe photography and long exposure, and then paint in the light you want. So that's what that part of it is. I think what we did last time, that was, looking back on it, that was probably the most fun thing I think we've ever pulled off at a workshop was, and you all were part of it, we did, we had three, lovely women dressed as brides and three men dressed as grooms. And then I thought we'd put Reverend Greg in the corner of the picture. First we had the brides hanging out of the window of school buses. And then we had the grooms come in, and we had Reverend Greg standing there looking like he's performing a ceremony. I mean, first of all, you mentioned new photographers. The thing about my workshops, and with the four of us, we all feel this way, is anybody who wants to come to the workshop, whatever level you're at, we will teach you. And the beauty of having this many instructors is, let's say we have, and I have a lot of my workshops, I'll have people come who are really good professional photographers who will say, look, if I come and I spend, 2 or 3 days with you, when I come out of it with a couple of new tricks, that was worth my time and money. Mm-hmm. And then I have people who are on the exact opposite end of the photographic spectrum. As I put it, the people who don't know the difference between an f-stop and a subway stop. Okay. The investment in your photography is absolutely worth it. You spend X number of $1,000 on cameras and X number of $1,000 on lenses, plus all the small things that you don't think add up that much. By the time you add in the filters, the camera cases, the remote release, you spent another $1,000 on doodads. Right. So to really learn how to use it is absolutely worth it. I mean, what one will get out of this is, first of all, you'll get 4 different photographers' perspective. Normally, when you go to a workshop, you have 1 instructor. This one, you have 4. And people who do things differently, I can't do a school portrait. I suppose I could, but I don't do portraits the way Vanelli does. I think they're awesome, and the way Rick Farrow poses people, because he's so used to posing and he has to do it very fast, I pose people, but I pose them differently than Rick does. Mm-hmm. So you get different photographers' approach. The whole idea of the original Rick and Rick workshops was 2 photographers approaching the images 2 different ways and ending up at roughly the same point.